George R. Hoya Evergreen / Memoirs Rough Draft War Date, October 12, 2009. Intro, Survey Notice, War Notes. You know that you're alone when your only companion is a lone hovering fruit fly, and you're blessed that he is there. Alone I sit in a tiny cell with a toilet and a sink. I've lost count of how many times I've tried to drown myself by sticking my head in the nasty steel toilet bowl. The walls of the cell are fully covered with swastikas and racist slang. No, I'm not a prisoner in Nazi Germany. I'm in solitary confinement in Pierce County Jail. I don't know how long I've been here or the true nature of my so-called crime. The last time I pressed the button to signal the warden, I was pepper sprayed and attacked so viciously, I wondered if I were still in America. My government name is George Randolph Hoyta Jr. I've always hated that slave name, it makes me feel like property, and I am a victim of police brutality in Tacoma, Washington. The year was 2003, I spent 9 months in police custody, in solitary confinement, being force medicated for allegedly calling the police to my home and then physically attacked 2 armed police officers when they showed up. Take that charge outside and you can fertilize the lawn. After 9 months of virtual hell in a cell when I was deemed fit to stand trial, the charges were dropped with prejudice, which mean either it can't be brought up again or that they can bring it up if I'm ever charged with a crime again. It may be hard to believe, but this is the only time I've been to jail. Before this incident I was in college, TCC, running a local access television show called What's Up? College Edition. I also was using my talents as a rap artist to do public service announcements for various non-profit organizations. In short, I was far from a criminal or gangbanger. Yet the police seemed like they had been waiting for any excuse to kill me, and in 2003 they were going to pounce on the opportunity. The most frustrating thing about this situation is the sense of powerlessness and vulnerability you as a poor young black male have against a blatantly unjust and corrupt system. If you don't have the cops on camera and get it played on the media, you have no case. Cops can kill you and make up anything. After all, you're only a nigger. Suffering this blatant injustice at the hands of these pigs have opened my eyes to the reality of my situation as a young black man in America more than any amount of civil rights footage, Malcolm X speeches, or Farrakhan's speeches ever could. Yes, racism is real, and yes, we are at war. When the police can come to your door, beat you down, handcuff you hand and foot, rip the seat of your pants open, tase you in the chest, make it a mental issue to cheat you out of your constitutional rights, then yes, you are at war with a corrupt demonic system. In 2004, after I was released, I was extremely suicidal. I had lost my TV show. My loans were in default, and I was broke. I took every pill I could find around my apartment and passed out. Fortunately, I didn't die, but for weeks my vision was blurred and the room was spinning and I was confined to my bed. That's when I saw the movie The Count of Monte Cristo, and it was like God was talking to me through the movie. The main character, Edmond Dantes, has a promising life snatched from him and is thrown in prison. He is educated in prison, escapes, finds wealth, and seeks revenge on his enemies as the Count of Monte Cristo. I was motivated. I consolidated my loans and went back to TCC on the Spruce program. I took a year of music theory and the teacher became my rap DJ. I then went to Bates and received my barber/stylist license. I then went to the bartending academy and received my mixology license and food handler permit. I took continuing education classes and got my traffic flagger license and my grant writing permit. I then went back to TCC and received my AA in business. Now I'm here at Evergreen. I don't have time to hang with friends. I spend all my time strengthening my mind, body, and spirit for combat. Any kind. I now utilize my talents to help tear down an unjust alien system that I have come to hate. Not with a do something stupid hate. It's a calculated spider's hate. A venomous snake's hate. A calculated chess hate that makes you wake up at 2 in the morning and work out and study all kinds of history and teach you to think technically and study warriors and freedom fighters in order to overthrow the Willie Lynch slave mentality passed down through generations. This is my motivation behind learning the curriculum. This is my story. This is my fight. This is my war journal. Survey Notice, aka George Hoya.
When you go in that cell and that door closes and you're by yourself, then your true emotions come out.
To swing with no hands may seem dangerous, but if it changes us, maybe it'll be a plus. We must discuss trust and close the gate to the self-hate. Infiltrate and liberate minds till cycles break. Never too late to make a difference. Hell in a cell where murderers dwell. 25 with an L, still we push excel. If we live to tell tales from the dark side, we'll save you a hard drive. Prison's no joyride within these gates. Live violence so great, you'll be scared straight, and maybe you'll hesitate before you make a fatal mistake. We gotta end this lifetime sentence, no repentance. Barbed wire fences, toilet bowl stenches, shit seem endless. Don't try me, inside I cry, G, and ask God why me. When I took a life, I paid with mine. No nickels and dime, in this prison design. Bottom line, can you swing it? Swing it with no hands. Can you swing it? Swing it with no hands. Can you swing it? Swing it with no hands. Can you swing it?
Prison isn't easy.
America, the nation of incarceration, its own population in each generation. Set up by Satan, a lifelong vacation to camp concentration, last destination. Day by day I grow a bit older, colder, swollen from boulders on my shoulder. In a world full of shanks, drugs, and hate, can I create a twist of fate? Could you relate? The enemy is who I pretend to be, but while I'm rehearsing, please know I'm a person. And as for this ghetto, I was birthed in, baptized in worse sin. When I realized it was curtains, the belly was certain. I can't take back all the families I hurt when I made life subtract. If I could only go back and change the past. If I knew then what I know now, I dropped the mask. But I'll do all I can to flip the script, and through my pain I can leave you one gift. My experience along with one tip. Swing the right way before that one-way trip. Can you swing it? Swing it with no hands. Can you swing it? Swing it with no hands. Can you swing it? Swing it with no hands. Can you swing it? Solitaire is a nightmare. Ain't nothing nice here. I'm fighting for life here. Russian roulette, one player stripped of humanity. Can it be? Insanity's breaking down the man in me. Human cannibals, demonic cannibals, prey on my flesh as I pray for my death. Nothing left, nervous wreck. Impatient waiting, visions of Satan taking a toll on my soul. Hell to pay. Can I write a check when devils collect? Dark thoughts connect. Anger and fear, bloody tears. Damn it, please let me out of here. The warden just laughs as I turn psychopath. Rolls his eyes and turns slow. Ain't his concern, yo. Four walls closing in as my soul burns slow. Prison's hell in the cell. Dante's Inferno. Let me go.
Abandon hope, ye who come here. Don't pass go, don't collect, freedom's done here. Kept in check by police with big guns here.
Hell in the cell where murderers dwell. 25 with a nail. Maya Angelou may know why case birds sing, but I know why case men do animal things. And here I'm a number, not social security, maximum security, unsanitary impurities. I'm dying inside, and I don't know how to handle this. Strange out gangster rap made this shit sound glamorous. Reality sucks when you wake up with no freedom. Now you's a slave through the grave is how you leave it. you're crossed again, you can get shanked for any reason. There's sharks in this water, so make sure your heart ain't bleeding. Keep up on your bourbon raps, some cellies don't give an F, for some ain't nothing left but death. Home, watch your step. To all my peeps on the street, heed the final call. May God find you before you're found behind these walls. If love can't reach you, yo, before you fall, look at me, see your future, I'm your crystal ball.
Abandon all hope, ye who come here. Don't pass go, don't collect, freedom's done here. Kept in check by police with big guns here.
Hell in the cell where murderers dwell. 25 with a nail.
Ziploc, I'm gonna kill it. House Bill 1126, getting sick of these racist lawmakers' dirty tricks. Yes, I'm against crime, but I ain't blind to this fact. This act profiles blacks, push back people of color. My Latino brothers read my essay to my folks in my essays. It gets mentioned all through the nation. Association, incarceration, as if harsh prosecution is the solution to poverty, racist institutions. Who you fooling when you jump to this conclusion? You known for using the law for law abusing. In fact, to young blacks, 5-0's been known to brutalize, criminalize, otherwise terrorize. I don't roll with slave patrol, nor do I support ambitions of lying politicians. Claim you tough on crime, that a fact. Why don't you lock up Wall Street and Goldman Sachs? Whoever wrote this bill ain't holding out. If they sold us out, go ahead and vote them out. Kill this bill.
Politicians into hip-hop now. Their latest hit, a Slave Code remix, Kill Bill 1126. Now I'll take the liberty to change the words from slaves to gangs in order to uncover this diabolical plan. In U.S. history, laws governing the status of gangs were enacted by states that permitted conditions that created them. If law enforcement labeled you a gang member, you were considered a criminal rather than a citizen with only felonious rights.
Don't get it twisted, me and mine don't throw up gang signs. Black is black, red and blue is colorblind. Now that we put an end to petty confusion, the gang banging issue, what's the solution? Back in the days, the fighting Irish was gang, and they were a beast, bumping up police. Dead rabbits, damn nabbit, but you gave programs, save them from vultures of criminal culture. Question, why when it comes to the colored, our programs fail, except your U.S. jail cell. The U.S. prisons become big business, claim you're saving me with legal slavery. Here's the facts, you never freed the blacks. That's why lies tie inside your almanacs. Created the problem and claimed to solve them. A criminal judging a criminal, ain't that simple. You see through bottled water, answer to the nation you slaughtered. Black, brown, red, and yellow, knee deep to the elbows. Past 1126, hell no, kill this bill.
In this era of privately owned prisons, your incarceration have become the latest family business, where the daughter's the stenographer, the uncle's the judge, the nephew's the prosecutor, the cousin's the defense attorney, the brother's the corrections officer, and the grandfather, well, he's the warden. When free enterprise intersects with a captive market, abuses are bound to happen. Welcome to the prison industrial complex, also known as PIC, a multi-million-dollar industry with its own trade shows and conventions, its own websites, mail order catalogs, and direct marketing campaigns. It includes some of the nation's largest architect and construction firms. No longer a surprise, the plan for our demise have been openly constitutionalized. Kill this bill.
What's happened, officer?
Well, little Bo Peep here has lost her sheep and she doesn't know where to find them.
Look, if you just leave them alone, I'm sure they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them.
Everybody in the business is a criminal. And how can you ever trust a criminal?
Go!